it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this voodoo doll inspired look. I had so much fun with this and I love how it turned out. I think this is my favorite look so far for Halloween 2018. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe so you can check out my other videos when I upload. And other than that, let's just hop right on into the video. To start out with, I already primed my Benefit Professional Pearl Primer, and for foundation we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Soft Beige. For concealer, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Concealer in the shade 03. Now I'm going to be setting all this with my Cody Loose Airspun powder. And today we're not doing eyeshadow, so I'm just going to be setting my whole face, including my eyelids. For bronzer, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. For blush, we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Radiant Blush Kit, and I'm just going to be swirling my brush around all of them and tapping off the excess product. Now, as much as it kills me, we're not going to be using highlighter today for this look. You can if you want, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to be going straight in with MAC Fix Plus to kind of melt everything together before we start adding the spooky details. Next, I'm going to be taking that same foundation, I'm going to be applying it to my lips and blending it out. And then I'm going to be using a light layer of the Cody Loose Airspun powder just to set it in place, because we want our lips to be kind of like washed out and the same color as the rest of us. Next, I'm going into the Norvina palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And with my Morphe M506 brush, I'm taking the shade Incense. And I'm going to be taking that right here around like the sides of my smile. We're not going to go up in a curve, it's just going to be straight across. Probably till about the outer corner of our eye. And we're going to be doing that there. We're going to be doing a little heart right here. Just like the outline. We're going to be doing a it's gonna look like someone kind of like ripped like the doll open, and I have like stuffing here and whatever that we're gonna be like gluing onto it. So we're gonna be kind of making like a little like ovalish shape. I decided to switch to my Morphe M149 brush for the little stuffing spots, and I'm just going to go really lightly with this since there's going to be more packed in a smaller area with this brush. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into the shade Volatile, and we're going to be taking that on the Morphe M149 brush, and this is going to be the little spots where the stitches come out, so we're just going to be going over the top of one another. We might possibly do like a diagonal one, whatever you want to do, just place like as long as there's one on top and there should be one on the bottom as well. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Ben Nye Aqua Paint in the shade Bright Red, and that's going to be activated with my Evian spray water. Now we're just going to be coloring in the inside of the shadow that we created for the heart. Now with a different brush, I'm going to be taking my Suva Beauty Aqua Paint in the shade Space Panda and the same Evian water. And I'm going to be filling in the inside of the little area where the stuffing is going to be spilling from, because I want a white base to put the stuffing in. Now I'm going to quick switch from the face painting to lashes before I continue on. So I'm going to be using Villain Lashes in the style Queen of Hearts. Next, we're going to be taking the Milani Amore Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade 50 Wicked, and I'm going to be taking a teeny tiny bit into the inside of my lips and then blending it out with my finger. Now I'm going to take my Ben Nye Aqua Paint in the shade Licorice Black. I'm going to use my Evian spray water to activate it like usual. And then a little brush like this. I'm going to start by taking it from the outer corners of my mouth and bringing it to the end of that brown line that we created earlier. Okay, well, it's literally pouring outside, so I apologize if you can hear that. There's obviously nothing I can do. Like, I just closed the window so it's not as loud, but I can't shut the rain off, so. Okay, so the next step, I'm going to be drawing a line from the end of the little shading that we did for the area with the stuffing coming out, like how we did with the mouth, and then I'm going to trace around the white area. The next step, I'm going to be taking the Duo Brush On Eyelash Glue, and I'm going to be putting right on a little clump of stuffing I have here. I took it out of my dog's toy. He like destroys stuffed toys, so there's always stuffing like laying around, and then we have to go throw it away so he doesn't eat it. So I literally just reached inside the toy and grabbed some stuffing out of it. So there, now we have one piece glued on. I'm just going to keep breaking off like little pieces, and if it's like too thin, then just take it between your fingers like I just did and kind of roll it up and do a little ball. I'm applying the glue directly to the fluff just to make it easier, since I do have water activated paint on. If I put it just directly on the paint, it'll probably just take the paint off with the brush. Okay, I realize how like ugly and crusty my lips look right now, but just wait, it'll get better as soon as I like get to that step of the process. You just have to be patient. I have to be patient too, because it's really irritating me. You see how the thread kind of comes into like two parts. You see it's like twisted together. We're gonna peel those two pieces apart, and we're going to use them individually, because if we use them like both together, then it would be way too thick. It's going to be attaching them as like a straight line, just all the way down from the top circle to the bottom circle. So we have a big bunch of glue on there. Let me pick up the tweezers. You're just going to glue it down like an eyelash. So we're just going to keep repeating that process Until we get to the lips, we're gonna have to make it curved over the lips, and I'm actually gonna skip the lips. We're gonna move straight from here to here just because I need to talk and it'll probably be difficult to like finish up the instructions if that's over my lips. So we'll do that last. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing around the edges of the heart, and then we'll move back up to here. Now we're moving up to the top part, and these strings are going to be very short. I'm going to skip over the two middle ones for now. For the two middle ones, it's going to look like it's broken, so we're just going to attach one end to each of the holes. Just going to go like this. And I'm going to hold it there until it's a little bit dry. Okay, you know what? I've been looking at my lips and I'm not sure if it's actually going to get any better by putting the like string over it in a minute. So, I hate when I do this in videos when I like change my mind after I do a step, but I'm actually just going to apply black liquid lipstick to my full lips. So, I'm going to do that now. Now I'm going back into the Norvina palettes, and with my Morphe M149 brush, I'm going to be going back in the shade Volatile, and I'm going to be putting it right over the spots where we had the little like holes where it would be sewn, but I'm putting it over the rope that we added just to give it a little bit of a shadow. And then that'll make it look more 3D. Now for the final step before we do the actual final step, I'm going to be taking the Graftobian blood gel, and I'm going to be putting a little bit of that inside the heart. This stuff is very gooey and like isn't runny. It's kind of like the Ben Nye scab blood, but not as like clumpy, if that makes sense. And then finally, for the actual last step, we're going to be adding the pieces over the mouth. These pieces are going to need to be quite a bit longer because we're going to be crisscrossing them, and we're going to leave a little bit of loop so we can still open our mouth and actually talk. I'm going to start by placing the dot right here and a dot on the piece itself. I just held it down for a little bit and wait for it to dry. And I'm going to do the same thing, this bottom one. I cut this next one a little shorter and it's going to go right underneath the other one. We're going to start out the same way. Now I'm just going to take the tweezers and there you go, tuck it underneath. I'm going to grab the glue. And then I'm actually going to glue them together in the center so it like perfectly crosses. So this right here is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!